Let's put in work to keep this winning streak alive. So let's start with some 63. Let's go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And Jimmy Butler's slowly but surely proving that he can be a leader for a winning team. Question for you, Shaq. Is he the best two-way shooting guard in the league right now?
Incredible defense, Ernie. He can guard several positions with his length. Offensively, he took things to another level last year, and yes, he can take over the games, and yes, Chicago belongs to him.
Question for you, Shaq. Is he the best two-way shooting guard in the league right now? Answer the question.
He's one of them. He's probably 2.
Oh, if he
second guy.
He's second guy? Would you say my guy Klay Thompson is 1?
I would have to agree with you.
Okay, if he's 1, then that's, I think defensively, I would say that Butler is a little bit better, but offensively, Klay Thompson's a lot better.
I agree with you, Kenneth Edward Smith.
Thank you. Why Edward?
Edward, that's your middle name?
I don't have a middle name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You do now. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan. In fact, Kevin Edward Harlan, as we approach the tip.
You don't have a...
Brad, how you doing? How's the campaign going?
Oh, very funny, man. I plan on putting on a show tonight.
We'll see about that. My team's ready.
Well, you better be, because that's the only chance y'all got.
I'm gonna remember that, Prez. I'm gonna remember that.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Win 1, lose 1. This might be the case again for both teams this coming season.
Yeah, we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Guys, Chicago is one of the league's biggest markets, but it still has that blue-collar culture. Longtime Bull Luol Deng exemplified that spirit. He said, if you're coming in to just show your skills, just look good, the city of Chicago is not going to accept you. They want to see you work hard night in and night out. If you do, the city will love you. Kevin?
They want grit and toughness, David. Thank you. Steve, when you reach this midway point of the season, are teams looking forward to the All-Star break as a chance to get some rest?
I think so, Kevin, but there are some teams that are steamrolling right into the All-Star break. They're playing well. You want to keep playing, but I think every team needs some rest, and what I love now is there's longer breaks in the All-Star break, giving the guys a few more extra days.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. D-Wade out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. Now Prez. Young outside. The feed now to Prez. The 11-footer. Great D that time from Rondo. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Really, a combination of smart coaching and even better execution. When you have that, the game comes easily to you.
Gasol with the rebound. Chicago on defense. Young outside, and Randolph now top of the key. Prez kicks to Parsons. There's the dish to Young. To the paint. Here's Randolph, and it's Randolph with the jam.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his teammate.
Lopez a screen. Outside Rondo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Rajon Rondo, really one of the purest point guards over the last decade when you're talking about assists. I mean, he's a guy with the ball in his hands, is very effective at making decisions for the offense, dictating pace. And when he plays off the ball, especially as a spot-up shooter, that's when problems can arise, but he knows how to move without the ball and always seems to find himself in the right place at the right time.
And Rondo drops them both. And for Rondo, somewhat of a resurgence last season, gained back much of the confidence he had lost after his tumultuous time in Dallas.
Yeah, I felt like Rondo felt appreciated last year, and there's no substitute for having the support of your team. This is a proud individual, and we're talking about a big-time game.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Prez. A three-pointer, no good. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Butler kicks to Rondo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And a comparison here as we get a look at the last 5 games of steals and fouls, as well as the current season numbers of those stats for Butler.
His steal numbers have really improved lately while he's managed to keep his fouls at a reasonable level. It's a terrific trend over this recent stretch of games. And if he can continue to play this kind of rugged but intelligent D, he'll be giving their opponents fits.
Now Wade following the miss by Prez from deep. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Parsons. Inside. Here's Prez. That's in. Coming off the assist from Parsons.
And Prez scores from anywhere. Inside, outside. This guy does it all.
And with Chicago and the Bulls, it seems that no matter what the current team does, they'll always be playing in the shadow of his airness, Michael Jordan.
Tough act to follow when you talk about the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls. Every great player that Bulls have, they get compared to Michael Jordan. That's just not fair.
Here's Parsons after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Kicks it to Prez. Pass to Parsons. He dishes it to Prez. And there's the pass to Gasol. He feeds it to Prez. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And really can't fault the D there. Prez just torching them with better offense.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Butler. Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. Lopez kicks to Butler. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Memphis. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
Having quality starters is certainly crucial, but a versatile bench is just as important, I think. They've shown this plenty of times before.
Memphis trailing here. And Parsons kicks to Prez. Young passes to Randall. From 11 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Randolph's got his second bucket of the night.
And Randolph's skill in knocking down their mid-range jump shot is important to this team. Helps to have a big man with a jumper.
Rondo kicks to Lopez. The 11-footer Butler can't get that one to fall. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. "16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Wade against Young. Now, here's Wade. There's a screen. There's Cannon with the three. It's a tie game in Memphis. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And emerging as a superstar, tremendous growth from Prez. We've seen it. Caught up with ace defender Jimmy Butler about the challenge of trying to contain him.
My team, we're all guarding them as a whole. We're all guarding everybody as a whole. It's 5-man offense, 5-man defense. I feel like he's an incredible player, but I feel like that doesn't intimidate me at all. This is what you dream of growing up. You want to play against the best. You want to guard the best, to tell you the truth. That's what I wanted. That's what I asked for. I feel like now it's here.
A guy like Jimmy Butler, fellas, has always been a player that thinks defense first and lets the offense come across. But the defense against Prez is a tough assignment, no matter who the defender is.
He sure is. I mean, you know, like Butler said, the first step is to not be intimidated. And it sounds like they've got that part down, at least.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
And they really are just giving them no breathing room out there. They have completely flustered them and set the pace of this game in their favor.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Portis. Isaiah Cannon is out there with Valentine. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And Smitty, over a decade now, you've been working as an analyst almost as long as your playing career. What's your favorite part now of the job?
You know, it's still basketball, Kevin. Just different. I'm not playing right now, but being in the atmosphere, also getting a chance to meet people. Like you, Kevin, getting a chance to have relationships and getting a chance to be around the game of basketball.
It is my treat to work with you. I admired you so much as a player in East Lansing, in the NBA, and now you've made the transition to broadcasting. Not an easy thing to do, but you've done it just seamlessly, it seems.
You're so right, Kevin. Trying to turn that page from being a player to being on the other side of being media.
Yeah, tough, but you've nailed it. Second shot opportunity, and he gets it to go. Portis has got his first bucket of the night, and the Grizzlies leading by 3. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Mirotic, a big man with range for days. His skill set fits in well with this team.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Baldwin's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Lopez is checked in. And so Mirotic nails both of them.
His soft touch from the line is rare for a big man.
Memphis leading. And here's Daniels. He has 5. Passes it to Baldwin. Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Lopez outside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Valentine kicks to Lopez. To the middle. Right block shot. And Davis pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Baldwin the pass to Davis. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. Misses off the left iron.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
To the paint. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Bulls have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around
Take a break.
75%.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Levin's checked in for Mike Conley. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Chicago. Good on both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Levins kicks to Daniels. Dishes it to right. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Levins. Kept alive. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol's checked in for Wright. Randolph comes in for Davis, and Parsons subbed in for Daniels. Chicago also making some changes. Gibson comes in for Robin Lopez, and Dwayne Wade subbed in for Isaiah Cannon. Now, here's Wade. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
He really made a concerted effort to help in the rebounding department. He made his presence felt on the boards.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And stolen by Mirotic. Wade kicks to Mirotic. Rondo dishes to Gibson. Feeds to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. That's tipped. Tries to save it. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Baseline jumper. Nice shot by Randolph. Randolph's got 6. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Outside Rondo. Pass to Portis. And it's Wade in the corner.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
To the inside. Here's Gasol. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And they pick up 2.
This is why guys like playing with Rondo. They know he's going to get them high percentage shots.
Baldwin the pass to Gasol. Forced separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Levins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
He throw good, Levens. The Bulls making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, this here mine, look.
Bulls trail by 6.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
I think you're right, but so often we see teams who aren't thinking about it.
Rondo against Young. The feet to Wade. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Dwayne Wade will do work on you from the mid-range if you let him.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Grizzlies lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Dwayne, is defense where you're going to win this game?
Well, it is. You know, we got to get more stops, and when we get opportunities to get on transition, we got to look up and we got to get the ball up. I think right now we get rebounds and we're taking a break. We got to go, man. We got a very deep team. We got to use it. So second half, we're going to look to run a little more.
Yeah, walking it up isn't going to get it done against this team. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
All right, settle in, guys. This game is ours to lose. Look, I'm fine with our defensive effort, but I know we could be doing so much better on offense. We need a bucket, and here's how we're going to get it. Listen up. We're going to run the pick and roll. I need you to read the defense and be decisive out there. All right?
We're back with you here in Memphis, Tennessee. A gorgeous look at the skyline here in the birthplace of rock and roll. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Steve, you won a sportsmanship award that is revered by so many in the NBA, and always a pretty significantly even-keeled disposition, always first class with the media, one of the best guys always in the league to talk to. We see other players like Kevin Garnett, Russell Westbrook, a little bit more fiery. What are the advantages to either approach?
It is. I mean, it's just preference. I was a guy who was kind of fiery, like a lot of talkative, but I think also just like those guys, we get a chance to know more about them off the court. They are good guys. You have different depositions on the floor than off. And I like Kevin Garnett and Russell Westbrook, totally different off the court.
I know Garnett. He is as good a guy as there is.
He is. He's first class. Now on the court,
tough competitor.
He'll go at you.
He will.
Just like Russell.
Yes. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. Young is out there with Prez, and it's Parsons in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
How about the determination of Gibson? No one is going to stop him when he skies up.
Parsons outside. Randolph kicks to Young. Memphis moving it around. And the basket is good. Gasol's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
The mid-range jump shot, he's so comfortable. He's got such a great feel from that distance.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here is Young, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Prez. Another shot, and Wade sends it back.
One of the all-time great shot blockers at the off-guard position. None other than Dwayne Wade.
And stolen by Parsons. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Some changes for Memphis. White is checked in for Gasol. Davis is subbed in for Zach Randolph. Then for the Bulls, Bobby Portis is checked in for Gibson. Valentine comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Rajon Rondo. And you can see it in Prez's eyes. There is no way he's missing that three.
And when he wants to hit from deep, it's almost as if he wills it in if you let him.
Here's Cannon. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Now, here is Young. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Wright dishes to Prez. Shot clock at 6. Wright sets a screen. Young's shot is off. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Valentine wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3 ball. Valentine's got his first 3 points of the game.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Now the dish to Prez. Davis kicks to Prez. Wright sets a screen. Young. A second chance effort. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And there you see the heart and fire of Parsons. Just refused to be denied on that shot.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. James Ennis, he'll check in for Davis. Troy Daniels comes in for Young. And it's Mike Conley in for Prez. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Mirotic is checked in for Robin Lopez. And Parsons no good on that one.
Bobby Portis, the Arkansas product. I just love his game. What he does best, he's very physical, but he has the ability to step out with a finesse game to knock down some jump shots.
Now here is Mirotic. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Parsons for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And Portis has shown flashes of just how good he can be in a short time in the NBA. Has the potential to be a do-it-all power forward, and how he can shoot, move, and he creates for others.
When you watch him, his body size, you say power forward. He'll be down in the paint. He loves to do that, but he has the ability, like you say, off the dribble and to create for himself, and he can knock down the jump shot.
On the free throw, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Ennis kicks to Parsons. The 10-footer. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Parsons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great job there to shield off the defenders and finish inside.
Valentine with it. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Bulls have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the first one at the line is good. Marc Gasol is checked in for the Grizzlies. And he makes both free throws. Memphis leading by 5. Conley, the pass to Ennis. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Gasol with it. Working on Portis. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just a super strong take by Wright. The way he controls his body and buries shots despite contact is admirable.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Young's in for the Grizzlies. Prez comes in for Troy Daniels. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Dwayne Wade comes in for Butler. And that one misses.
The Tar Heel alumni, Brandon Wright. You know, he's an efficient scorer inside. He has a great reputation as a dependable role player.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Mirotic throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Prez kicks to Young. He dishes it to Prez. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Misses there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Final period of play just about to start. Here's Rondo on the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. We've got Nikola Mirotic. Taj Gibson is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Wade in at the 2 guard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Wade's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bulls. Young outside. He kicks it to Randolph. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rondo kicks to Lopez. The pass to Wade. They get it again.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Young with no one around. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Ennis is checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Now here's Ennis. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Ennis kicks to Young. Prez dishes to Ennis. Memphis moving that ball around to the inside. The jump hook, and there's Gasol. That's good on the assist from Young. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead. Steve, when you think of the classic point of attack for most big men, it's on the low block. But nowadays, a lot of bigs look to attack from the elbow. They've moved out their game, and in your estimation, which big men are the deadliest in that high post position?
LaMarcus Aldridge. He posts up sometimes, Kevin, but more effective at the elbow. Dirk Nowitzki always. Blake Griffin is starting to step out. So you have a lot of guys that play from that high post. Pau Gasol is another name that comes to mind.
You see the process when they get in the league, comfortable they are down low. You get that. But when they move it out, you can tell they're working on their game, growing in confidence with their game, and they're getting some pretty good coaching to boot.
And you start to look at bigs kind of like small forwards. That's the type of skills they're possessing, and they're sometimes 6'11", 7 feet.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
On defense, Chicago, following Prez's 3. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here from outside the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Young outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
That would have been a good time to just keep it simple. No need to rush that pass.
Parsons checked in for James Ennis. Bulls trail by 13. Wade outside. Outside Rondo. Kicks it to Butler. From 13. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside. Second shot opportunity. Yes, that goes in.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
I can't see this one slipping away from them at this stage. They've just been too good today.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Gasol.
He took up a lot of space under the boards tonight, guys. He had it in his mind that every missed shot was going to be his. And he went out there and got those rebounds, a strong effort on the glass.
Here's Gasol after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Gasol passes to Prez. Young from outside. Rebound by Butler. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Down low, Mirotic. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
They just waited too long. If they could have just made this run a little bit earlier, they could have been in the game. But now this game is out of reach.
Gasol kicks to Parsons. Back to Gasol. To the paint. Tries it from 9. That one, no good. Tipped away. Lopez. Off the mark.
What drive by Gasol on defense, using his gigantic body to annoy shooters the best he can.